It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Raiders and the Jets under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You talk about this Jets defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, and it's 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Jets defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he works free. Shelling through the defense. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7 seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. A beautiful fake. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. The Jets at 8-4 now in the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chain. 7-7, our score after 1. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 58 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out now come the Jets. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On play action, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Running left, it's Hall. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Give to Hall running right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, now Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Hall. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike. And it winds up a touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it, he faked it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little.
Touchdown Raiders! Jacoby Myers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd down and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he stopped immediately there. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2nd and 11. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be...
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That is intercepted. Down the right sideline. And they finally put it into this return. Now the ball's all the way down to the 37. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. He's back to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains,
And they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That's caught by Wilson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Jets are going to win the football game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.